Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. We hope you enjoy our channel, and if possible, could you please join our Patreon page? We really need your help. It's been a long, hard road. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. Now here's something you don't usually see in May. Look at that, guys, a puddle of water. There's Mama and her puppies. Oh, you're doing so good. Good girl, yes, good girl. Look at those puppies, huh? You're doing so good, yes. Yes, you are. Yes, such a good girl. Now, we had an overcast day yesterday with real light sprinkles. And then last night, at about, I'd say it must have been 10 o'clock, it started to rain. Enough that you could hear it on the roof. And it's too late to save most of the stuff in the yard, but there's a tomato there that looks pretty bad. They get this weird disease. Something comes up underneath them and it kills them. I don't know what it is. But that tomato's doing pretty good. That tomato's doing real good. The eggplants are pretty weak, but they're there. The peppers are doing fantastic. Sweet red peppers, and not real big ones, but they're okay. Putting out flowers. Another little one here that's putting out flowers. This tomato's looking really weak. Got that weird stuff on the leaves are curling up. This one's going to die very soon. But look at this. It's almost wet, almost dirty. If you dug down on this right now, let's see once. This is the. Look at that. It rained good last night. It's damp. That's not bad. Look at that. The pineapple greened right up. Okra's doing fantastic. That okra's doing okay. It's gotten some new flowers in the bottom. Now, if we could just get one rain a week, be fine. We lost almost all our papayas. We've only got one, maybe two papayas left out of what, 8 or 10 of them. And see on the top of them, see how small the leaves are? I think that's because they're not getting any water. I'm not sure, but usually the leaves are 2 foot across at least. Even over here, you can see it on here. It's still full of little oranges. Just incredible. The lemoncito tree has done a fantastic job. One thing I'm not concerned about, but I don't think we're going to get this year is we're not going to get any avocados. There's no flowers on the avocados. They should have flowered early in May, so the end of the May we'd be picking. But I guess that's the way it goes. We cut the tree back last year because it was almost as tall as a coconut tree, so they're so thin you couldn't pick the fruit anyway. So, but here's the problem here. Look at so many of the smaller trees. That was a beautiful tropical tree at one time. Will it come back? We'll see. Oh, you're a good girl, huh? Yes, you're a good girl. Yes, you are. This one's the licker here. She comes up to you and she just licks you like crazy. Everywhere she goes, she licks you. Very nice one. She's the best mother we have right now. Takes care of her puppies very nicely. Those puppies are very happy. A little brown, I didn't think, this little tan one here, I didn't think it was going to make it. It's not doing too bad today though. Yes, it's a good girl. Yes, yes. Very nice dog. Yeah, we could just get, it's real overcast right now too. So we get another rain tonight. That'd be fantastic. But even notice right here, look how happy the palm from Don looks right now. And I've been watering it. Don says every 9 days, but here's about every day and every other day you have to water because it's so dry. But it's doing fantastic just with the rain. Now once in a while I give this one a little bit of water. It's not doing great. The cactus is doing okay. People don't think cactus need water, but they need water just like everything else does too. This palm here, this one's been thriving. I don't know what's going on with this one. The dry weather doesn't affect this one at all. It's got beautiful green leaves where the coconut trees over there, they got a lot of brown leaves on them. A lot of the bananas are looking super weak. But the trade-off is for the rain, now we'll have mosquitoes. Everywhere there's a branch on a banana tree, there's a pocket of water, and they'll be full of mosquitoes within. There's probably mosquitoes in there waiting for the water, probably. So probably by tomorrow or the next day, I'll start having clouds of mosquitoes, especially right after dark. So what's better? I don't know. I hate losing all our plants I put so much time in. You can look at, zoom in. Look at the plants up in the path. Those look shot. I don't know. But all it takes is just a little bit of green in them they're still there. The weeds are thriving. Now, this big clump of bushes here was looking really weak again the other day. I gave this clump 10 minutes and I gave this clump 15 minutes of water. And now it looks fine again. This one looks pretty weak. I gave it a little drink the other day, but not much. The one next to it's just about dead. Bananas look pretty weak. Talisai tree. Still has a couple leaves on it. I hate talisai trees, but they have their purpose, I guess. Now these were all wilted down real bad. I gave each one of these about 8 to 10 minutes of water. They're back fine. Gave a couple of these some water. My goal is to make sure that I got a few of the tropical plants to survive through the dry season, and then I would just, once we started getting water again, I'd just start taking cuttings off them like crazy and planting cuttings all over the yard. And then, you know, it takes another 2 or 3 years, 4 years before they get up to any size. These were doing really bad. They're not doing great today. I need to chip around the bottom of the trunks so the water will soak in. Right here the water just runs off the hill. So it's pretty tough for them. This is the bad part though. Look at these trees here. There are some green leaves on them, so half green leaves. Now this could be a disease, but I think it's the dryness. Because why would so many of them be? Look at these here. This is pitiful. Actually makes me feel sad because I spent a lot of time planting all these plants, doing cuttings and planting them. Look at this. This is terrible. Hey buddy, how you doing? Starting the house, aren't you, huh? You're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy, aren't you, huh? Yes, you are. Look at all the leaves in the ground. Looks like fall. How you doing, buddy, huh? Got the tail wagging, huh? You doing okay? Huh? Are you doing okay? You know I'm talking about you, don't you? Look at this tail wagging. That boy. They have long nights. They're out patrolling and roaming around and doing whatever they do. I don't know. But they're up all night long and they come home when it gets light out and they sleep all day. But they're a pack. That's why they don't fool around. This one's leaning here. I see the leaning over this way. It's pretty solid now. This was bent way over from the typhoon. I put a piece of nylon around it and pulled it back to that tree there using a trucker's hitch, and I moved it about, I'd say 2 feet at least, and straightened it up. Now you can see that it's got, you can see it there, it's got a little S curve in it. But this is just sad, man, I'm telling you. Down the whole driveway. About 5 years ago, we had like a, what do you call it, like a tunnel effect going down there where the hibiscus were about 15 foot tall and look real pretty. But you look down there, the weeds haven't been affected by the drought. The weeds are thick. That's not true though. The weeds have been affected by the drought, especially any types of grasses and stuff, because look how the hillside burned through my yard. You can't see it with the camera here, but look all the way back through there. See how it's tan and brown down there? The whole hillside, probably 2 or 3 hectares of ground has been burned, and then the fire goes by the bamboo. It just kills the bamboo. I can't believe these cactus made it through the drought so far. Up here it's just hard clay. But last night was the first actual rain we've had since, I think, early February or late January. I'd have to go ask Philip. Philip keeps track every day what happens. So, okay, we had a little rain last night. I would guess probably an inch to 2 inches of rain. But it rained steady for several hours, I would say. I finally fell asleep in the rain. No idea when, but I know it rained pretty hard for over an hour and it kept going. Now, is this the beginning of the wet season? At the end of May? I highly doubt it, but in the same breath, there was a message sent out across the phone, off the phones, a national message saying that the rainy season is going to be very early and it's going to hit hard. Much harder than normal. And that was a message put out by the president of the Philippines. Could this be it? Who knows? We'll know in a couple days. And the other funny thing is all the rain last night and stuff didn't read on the radar at all either. Not even the slightest bit. It said, the radar that I watched said Bohol was crystal clear. Got Got one pineapple here that's going to make it, it looks like. These still have a tinge of green to them. All the plants we planted, it looks like most of the bushes are, the fruit trees are pretty much gone. There's a dead one there. There's one there that's got a couple leaves on it. Maybe another one with some leaves on it. Takes about 6 years for a grafted plant to do anything. At least up here anyway. Yeah, it looks different today, I'll tell you that. Just with one little rain. One thing that was so nice was last night, because we had overcast. It was sprinkling all day on and off, and I went to the other side of the island. It sprinkled across the whole island. Was the sun wasn't beating down the house, so the house was only about 85 degrees last night during the whole day and at night, and I slept like a baby. It just wasn't so wickedly hot. You know, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning right now. There was a jet by. It's kind of interesting. We hardly hear any jets at all go by here. Kind of going southwest. That one could be going to Panglao, maybe. Working on his descent. It's only about 67, 68 miles to Panglao, to the international airport on our island. It's so dry that even the mother-in-law tongues are showing it, which is very, very odd. These things can take, you can dig one of these up and throw it on the ground usually and let it just sit there for 2 or 3 months with no water out of the ground, and planning to get it, it'll just take off. And these are my favorite ones here, the yellow ones. They're looking pretty weak too. I've watered these 3 or 4 times during the dry season. I've watered these little ones several times. They're not doing very good. Hit all these little cactuses a couple times. See, we lost papaya trees though. I cut them back because they had no leaves on top of them. Now, the stem, the trunk doesn't seem to be totally dead. And again, if it starts raining, maybe they'll come back. I don't know. It'd be great if they just started sprouting all over the place. Alright, well that's all I got, guys. Take care. We got our first rain. Doesn't mean much to most people, but to me it's pretty cool. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Take care.